began to show.
Hey guys, what is up? PC Game here, and as you can tell by the caption on the screen is the Castle Wars interview video that I promised you guys that I'd bring out. I just want to apologise firstly for the quality of the sound. You know, I don't really make vids that often, and I'm still learning all the new programs, and I tried my best to fix the audio. So from the start of the video, the audio isn't that good, but I think as it gets to around 4 minutes, the noise becomes a lot less annoying, and there isn't that static noise there. So once again, thanks to Omar for this video, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Please comment, rate and subscribe, and other than that, just enjoy the video, guys. Hey guys, what is up? PC Game here, and today I'm with a very, very special guest, and I did tell you guys about it a few days ago, and of course I'm here with Omar, otherwise known as Castle Wars. Now, for you guys that don't know him, he is one of the first people to get the Trim Completionist Cape and also the Tokar Cow. So welcome, Omar.
Hello, thanks for having me.
That's all right. So I've got a couple of questions that I'm just going to ask and then you can answer. So when did you start playing RuneScape and how did you learn about it?
I started in early 2005 and I learned about it from my brother, who had learned about it from some of his friends.
Yeah, IPK Mods I, right?
Yes, although at the time his original name was SmellyDog23, it was actually a main account. But yeah, he eventually made his peer account, which became pretty well known.
Yeah. So we can, you know, like, you like to keep up to date on your Trim Completionist Cape, and everyone knows that that is your most prized possession. So will you continue to do every requirement for the Trim Completionist Cape in the future, or do you plan on quitting?
I don't have any plans on quitting, and as long as I'm playing, doing trim comp requirements is definitely going to be one of my priorities.
Yes. So, do you have any in real life friends that are playing RS?
Not anymore. The few people who did start it around the same time who were in my school quit pretty quickly. Actually, I think some of my brother's friends still play, but I haven't talked to them in a long time. But yeah, I think some of them still play.
Mm-hmm. But you've made new friends through RS, I guess.
Yes, yeah. I've met up with a few of them in real life, but most of them I'd just consider in-game friends.
Okay. So we know that you like to go for big goals. So what keeps you motivated when you're going for big goals?
I'm usually watching some TV show or movie, so I don't get bored of it. So I'm not sure if that would be considered motivation or just a distraction, but I'm not really sure what keeps me motivated. Just the sense of completion, I suppose.
And as well, like, being such a good player, you're a big motivator for other players. So how does that make you feel when other people, look up to you in the game?
I'm not really sure what to think about that. It's somewhat new, and it's pretty cool that people are doing the completionist style gameplay or doing mini games or things. And it's cool if I'm getting people into that, so yeah, I'm not really sure what to say.
Fair enough. So, how do you think the combat rework will affect RuneScape when it's released?
The combat rework, I don't know, it's going to be a major change. It's not really going to be like anything that's ever been released, since it has such wide-reaching effects. It'll change, pretty much everything in RS. So much stuff is related to combat in some ways. Hopefully it'll change it for the better, and I am looking forward to it. Some of the stuff that they've been releasing as teasers looks quite good.
Yeah, it's the behind-the-scenes videos.
Mm-hmm.
So, will you ever consider doing 200 mil all skills and totally maxing out your account?
No, I have no plans for all 200 mil skills. It's just too much effort, and not really something that I want to do.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So, do you have any experience in PKing or hybriding?
I have done some PKing. I've actually got, I think, 5 or 6 PK videos. I haven't done any recently, but I do have some experience with that. Most of the PvP I do is just in minigames. I enjoy Fist of Ethics, although that's a lot easier. It's not, I mean, you don't have to eat or anything, and it's just wrecking one person while they can't retaliate. But I haven't done very much hybriding. I have done PKing, but I never really got into hybriding. We'll see how it goes with the Crucible and then the combat rework. And I'm looking forward to being able to PK and mess around on the beta servers. That should be a lot of fun.
Well, do you think the combat rework is going to destroy hybriding?
I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure. There was some mention of the combat style is doing more damage based on what attack style the enemy was using and not really as much on their gear. And if that's the case, it's going to sort of mess with hybriding because you keep switching between attack styles. I really have no idea how that would work. Overall, I think they're going to try and keep it as balanced as possible, and with all the feedback from the beta servers, I think if there's stuff that's really off, they'll do a good job to fix it. Yeah,
and as well, pretty much 50% of all people that PK pretty much do hybriding.
I'm not really sure about the percentage, but a large portion definitely do.
So, do you think it's better to play the game for, unlockable items such as a trim completion escape, or more to play for, big XP goals?
I don't really have a preference on this one. I mean, personally, I do the completionist style, and I don't really pay much attention to experience. But everyone has their own thing, not everyone has their own individual thing, but there are general groups of people, and I think as long as you're enjoying the game, or you have some goals and you're working towards them, I think that's fine. Or even if you don't have any goals and you're just playing it for fun, that's good as well.
Yeah, that's a good answer. So obviously with me being a level 3 skiller, and most of the people that watch my videos being level 3s, what do you think on people that are skillers?
Pretty much the same thing as with the previous question. It's a choice of your style of gameplay. It's a challenge. It's a smaller community. It's just different. It's limiting yourself to achieve certain goals, and
and I see what you mean. So, when you started playing RuneScape, did you ever think you would be where you are now?
Definitely not. I remember friends and I would be walking around in Lumbridge and seeing level 50s and thinking they were no-lifers and things. Yeah, definitely not.
Yeah,
I don't think many people who start out in a video game really think that they're going to get to some really high skill level, or I don't know, maybe some do, especially now that stuff is a lot easier to get. But definitely back then I did not think that I was going to get to this point.
I know when I started RuneScape, my mate gave me 200 GP and I thought I was absolutely ripped. I was running around I made bank. Obviously, 200 mil nowadays, 200 coins, sorry, wouldn't even get you anything.
Yeah.
So, what do you think has been the best update from Jagex since you started playing the game?
That's a difficult question. There have been so many updates. Of course, the one that comes to mind for me is Trim Compgate, but it's quite biased. It's not really the best update overall by any means. I don't know, there's so many updates. If I had a list and a few that I could pick out from, I could probably pick one out. But even then it would be difficult.
Yeah, I see. So when you AFK skills on minigames, what is it that you like to do?
I watch a lot of TV shows. I read a lot of books. Pretty much that's it. TV shows, movies, and books. Sometimes I'll be on Skype and or on TeamSpeak or something and chatting with people. But
what's your favorite TV program?
Recently, it's been Misfits or Games of Thrones. Both of those have been excellent.
You like the series, don't you?
Definitely. Yeah, so much better than individual movies. There are some excellent individual movies, of course, but if you can find a good series, it keeps you occupied for so long.
Yeah. So, what are your views on real-world trading?
Definitely against it. Not really sure what besides that. I don't really understand why some people do it. Both the buying and the selling.
Yeah.
And then I understand why others do with the gold farming and people who do it for a living, but yeah, I still definitely don't agree with it, and it ruins the game in some aspects.
So do you think, like, Judgit should be doing more about it?
Yeah, definitely. Especially with the bots, I'm surprised they haven't done anything. Or, I mean, besides the last bot, there hasn't been any really noticeable progress towards getting rid of bots.
Yeah, I mean, just earlier today, I saw a guide on YouTube, about killing the bots. So I went to the Green Dragons, and there's literally like 100 people just running after one dragon.
Sorceress's Garden is insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're doing the Optimus thing, aren't they?
I don't know, they've said that they've been doing it for like the past 6 months or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, hopefully they'll get it done.
So I've been at RuneSpan quite a lot lately because 99 rune crafting is what I'm going for. What are your opinions on RuneSpan?
I mean, I don't really like how they nerf skills and make them so much easier, but I think RuneSpan wasn't all that bad of an increase. I mean, it's like 90 to 100k experience now at 99, I think, and that's with paying some attention. I mean, I'm sure you can get higher than that. I heard some estimates of like 130k absolute maximum. But then again, I mean, I was going to say, then again, you're not making profit, but ZMI wasn't really all that profitable anyway, so.
Yeah.
And it was a lot of effort. But yeah, I know runecrafting was a bit of a joke. It was way too slow and it wasn't even profitable anymore, so I think RuneSpan was a pretty decent update.
And obviously you had to get the 213k points, was it?
Yeah, for the trimmed comp to get that back.
Do you think that was a good idea?
That's a bit much, I'd say, but it was okay. I mean, it's by far the largest completion, or the longest taking completionist requirement since the comp game came out, or trim comp rather.
Apart from the 5k Castle Wars games.
I mean, stuff that was released after the kit came out, yeah. I mean, besides RuneSpan, the second most was, I think, temple tracking, which was like 20 hours or something.
So, what was your first 99?
Cooking. Although it was supposed to be attack, but then I realized I could get cooking really quickly, so I just knocked that off.
That's always people's first. Cooking or fletch?
Tends to be, yeah.
Obviously you're a player moderator, so do you enjoy being a player moderator?
There was really not much difference from being a normal player. When I was not a player moderator, I thought, oh yeah, being a player moderator would be awesome.
Yeah.
And I mean, it is nice to be able to mute those annoying ad bots everywhere. But, yeah, besides that, there's really not much else.
Yeah, you literally turn your private on for like 2 seconds and you just get spammed like, buy gold now, 0.9. Yeah. So,
yeah, it's quite irritating.
What is your favorite RuneScape boss?
Probably Jad. I mean, either the normal one or the Tokar Jad. But yeah, both of those are pretty good.
And what skill do you think is the best, and why?
There are so many different aspects for that question. I mean, in terms of training, I think the best skill to train is definitely Slayer. It trains the most other skills and it's the most interesting. Yeah, I was going to think about other aspects, like, I guess money making is an aspect. I mean, I think the best overall skill is probably Slayer. Yeah, it just trains so much else. There's so many other skills, and
not that you really make much profit off Slayer anymore.
No, not anymore. Unfortunately.
Yeah. Do you merch? And if so, what has been your biggest profit?
I do merch. My largest profit, I know I made some nice flips off of merch clans when I invest in a bunch of random items and then sell them off when someone bought them out. I'm not sure what the most I've ever made off of that would be though. The most money that I've made in a short period of time though, not really off of a single merch, but the first thing like that comes to mind would be when they did the Ring of Wealth update.
Yeah.
I made a lot of money off of flipping divines that day. I bought sigils and sold them as spirit shields. Made, quite a lot of money off of that. Like a bill or something, like 3 hours.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's
That was pretty nice.
Is that obviously how you made your rare set?
I mean, that was a nice little chunk of it, but overall, the majority of the money that I've ever made has been from merchanting. So.
Obviously, like, party hats used to be insane amount of money, didn't they?
Yeah.
I mean, just today I was like, people buying purple party hats for like 600 mil or something.
Somewhere around there. I haven't really been following them exactly. I do like a weekly or bi-weekly update on that. But I don't really check it in between that. I did hear that they crashed a ridiculous amount.
But, well, to be fair, the whole RuneScape economy is just crashing.
Yeah, definitely.
Like today I was like, I remember when tassets were like 20, 30 mil. And now I look today, they're like 10 mil.
Yeah.
What is your all-time favourite thing to do on RuneScape?
Let's see. Probably crush people in the rocks in Castle Wars. I don't know, it's just so much fun. It's so satisfying, and they often have good reactions. Yeah.
Just trolling, basically.
Yeah. I hope they don't mess it up too much with the combat rework.
Yeah.
I mean, they've confirmed that they're taking out Sammy Spear and Dragon Spear specials, but hopefully there's something decent to replace them.
Well, all special attacks have been taken away on them.
Yeah, but, I mean, some of them are sort of being added to the abilities, like how the Godsword specs are all taken away, but then AGS spec is given to all Godswords in the abilities, pretty much.
Alright.
But, yeah, I don't think there's going to be any push option wearing a spear, but we'll see.
Obviously, you need the spear for like things like co-op as well.
Yeah. It ought to be interesting to see what they do with a boss like Zenividia, where you need a push option to push it off the pillars.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, before they didn't think of that one. But we'll see. Yeah.
Also,
are you in the beta, definitely, or by the time the beta ended?
Are you looking forward to, like, obviously they're talking about new bosses, new teams, and lots of people to go and fight them, to bring them down. Are you looking forward to them bosses?
Yeah, definitely. Bosses tend to be good, or at least all the recent update. Bosses besides Sunfleet, which was a horrible fail. Besides that, most of them have been good recently. Sunfleet was such a joke, seriously. I had trouble getting over how bad it was.
I think I remember watching your live stream. You live streamed it, didn't you?
I think so. I mean, it's not just the boss. Like, the boss was a bit of a joke, and, like, that you could just tank it wearing Gendermic and, or, like, arrows and, Goliath gloves, and just kill it that way. But the joke was that it was so overhyped. Like, it was made during RuneFest, and they kept talking about it, but then it had no real rewards.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even on the top of the tower like they had planned, so that was sort of weird.
What has been your biggest achievement, apart from the Trim Completion Escape?
Apart from Trim Completionists, I guess getting rank 3 in Castle Wars, or, I don't know, I mean, in terms of time spent, definitely getting rank 3 in Castle Wars. Besides that, maybe getting the first Tokar call and doing it on live stream. I mean, it's not really a huge achievement, since I sort of just tanked it out with Divine and Next Gears. But it was pretty awesome to have tons and tons of viewers, and yeah, just having a huge stream of it was pretty awesome.
Yeah, I was watching, and there was a few tense moments in there, I'm not gonna lie. Right at the end.
The second jab with the level 400 mage at the same time, and I think I was using range protect and wearing Ganodermic, and I just sort of got wrecked there. Yeah.
So, what is your favourite thing to do outside of RuneScape?
Probably just reading. Yeah, although I do it while I'm playing RuneScape a lot. But
Do you have a favourite book?
Not really. I usually just read random sci-fi fantasy stuff. The Dresden Files, that's a really good book series. I enjoyed that a lot.
What is, in your opinion, the worst update ever from Jagex?
I mean, the first thing that comes to mind is, of course, Squeal Fortune.
Yeah.
But that, I don't know, I don't know if I can count that as the worst update ever. It's like the worst update series ever. Because it just keeps going.
It just goes on and on, yeah. in the fish mask.
Yeah, that was a bit of a joke.
And just yesterday, you see on the homepage, it's sale on spins.
Oh yeah, 50% off. Oh boy,
dear.
let's go buy spins. Yeah. I can't believe they had they didn't actually have an update this past week, but they did a Wheel of Fortune update anyway.
Yeah. What's like the best thing you've ever got from the Wheel of Fortune?
I got, I don't know if it's actually the best. I mean, I've worn it like once. I got Lucky Armadillo chain skirt, which, with the royal stuff and having Pernix as well, it makes it pretty much useless.
Yeah. I don't really see the point in it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Do you have any monster killing goals, boss-wise?
I mean, I need to make some more money for my rare set, so I guess that's sort of like a Tokar, sort of like a fight killing goal, but I don't know if that's really a boss hunting goal. I suppose it's related. But besides that, no, I don't have any boss killing goals. I always sort of wanted to do a Jad kill like Wooks did with a one prayer point left, but it would take so many tries and so much effort.
Fair enough.
Yeah, not sure about that.
Obviously, you're getting pretty good at kill now, as you do it quite often.
I don't know, I haven't done it. I mean, I did it on a live stream recently, and before that, the most recent one was a week or two ago on another live stream, but I haven't really been keeping at it like I should. I should just do like a solid week of it or like a solid month of it and just knock out my rare set, but it's a lot of effort.
What's the fastest time you've ever done?
43 minutes. I'm not really sure how people are doing it so much faster than that. I know some people do it like 37 minutes or 38.
What? That's mad.
Yeah.
What is your biggest RuneScape fail?
Probably just some failed merchant. Not even sure. Yeah. I got owned when they released free trade. When they brought it back. There were some items that I had invested in to wait for merch plans to buy them out, and they became unsellable as soon as free trade was announced, and I lost a lot on those.
Oh, that's the worst thing.
Yeah.
What was your best moment in the time that you've played RuneScape?
Probably either getting trimmed comp, first, or getting the first Tokar call. The trim comp just because it was pretty awesome, but the Tokar call compares to that because it was on live stream with so many people, and yeah, that was quite cool. Yeah, that was probably one of the best live streams I've ever seen. I didn't really realize how many people were watching it, which was sort of weird.
How many people were watching?
It peaked out at like 8,000 or 9,000 or something. It's a bit ridiculous. I mean, my normal live streams in comparison get like 400 viewers at max. Yeah.
Good job you didn't fail then, eh?
Yeah, that was nice. I don't know if I was out of brews, but I was definitely really, really low by the end. Yeah. It was close.
So, the final question, do you have any handy tips that are always useful for new players?
I mean, research a lot of different stuff, like look for money-making guides. Use the RS Wiki a lot. RS Wiki is amazing. And get some stuff to do while your AFK skills, I guess.
Good. Yeah, good tips.
Yeah, get started with merchanting early so you can pay off your valuables by the time you get to them. So you have to like non-viable skills first.
I don't know why, I just find merchanting so hard. It's just so complicated.
If you do quick flips with small amounts of items, it shouldn't be too bad at the moment.
You never know just like how you're supposed to find the items that you merch. Like everyone says, look at the grass, but they don't really mean anything to me.
Yeah, I mean, usually you can just flip an item, like buy one of the item and then try selling it at the same price, and then buy it for a lower price and sell it at the price that you originally bought at. But yeah, it can be a little tricky. Yeah, obviously it's just technique that you have to get used to. Yeah. So that was the last of the questions, and thank you very, very much for your time today. Yeah, well, thanks for doing the interview. That's alright. So, once again, thanks a lot, and
Omar's channel will be in the description. Please subscribe to him. He has some great videos. Anything you basically want to do on RuneScape, he probably has a guide for it. So make sure you check him out. And also, please rate, comment, and subscribe on this video. Thanks a lot, guys.